Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the Red Zone at Hicksville High School as we are ready to get the 2015-16 Boys High School Varsity Basketball season underway here on Hicksville Community Television. Home opener for the Aces as they are entertaining the Montpelier Locomotives here at the Red Zone tonight. Hi, everybody, and welcome to another basketball season. I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. Kate Murphy here with me running the camera. Again, kind of a short crew here early in the season. It's the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and all of us at Hicksville Community Television hope that you had a safe and happy holiday weekend. Didn't get too overstuffed on turkey and stuff. Didn't get too stressed out with all that crazed Black Friday shopping. And we're glad to have you with us as we're looking forward to some great varsity basketball action here tonight. The junior varsity game earlier went the way of the Aces. They dominated the Montpelier Locomotives JV squad. Final score, Aces winning 65-30. I'm not sure it's going to be that lopsided a score for the varsity contest, but we're going to be here with the play-by-play either way. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for the game tonight, beginning with the visiting Montpelier Locomotives. Getting the start tonight, number 10, Evan Friend. Number 20 will be Colin Rocky. Number 24 will be Colden Uribes. Also getting the start tonight, number 3, Michael Blake. And number 42, Dalton Serby. On the Aces side, some familiar sounding names. Starting 5 tonight, number 3 will be Logan Thiel, the 5'11 junior. Also getting the start tonight, number 5, senior 5'9", Dakota Harvey. Also starting, number 11, senior Garrett Krall at 6'5". Travis Lysett, number 12, a 6'3" senior. And also getting the start, number 21, junior Bailey Tier at 6'3". Two Aces will not be playing tonight. Logan Neihart with his arm, I guess he had to have some surgical work done. So Logan Neihart and Jake Greer also not is here, but not dressed to play tonight. So you can scratch Greer and Neihart off of your lineup. Aside from that, we're getting ready for basketball action. Krall's going to jump center court with number 42, Serby. Krall controls the tip, gets it to Harvey, who quickly lays it up and lays it in. Harvey with 2, and the Aces take the early lead. Montpelier working around the perimeter. Out front to Blake. Blake tosses it over to Uribes. Uribes down into the corner to Friend. Friend bounce pass it back to Blake. Blake tries to feed it down low to Serby. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Locomotives. Harvey was trying to say, no. Went off him. Alley-oop pass in, off the glass, and good for Serby. Thiel to Harvey to Krall. Garrett. Bounce, turnaround jumper, up and good. So the Aces answer, and it's now 4-2. Here come the Locomotives the other way with Uribes. Uribes at half court, gets across. Down to Blake. Blake on the wing. Out top to Serby. Shot put up, three-point land, no good. And that'll be to the Aces. The rebound went over the top of the backboard. Bailey Tier inbounds to Thiel, and Logan take it across half court. Thiel to Tier. Down low to Krall. Krall's going to drive into the paint, take it strong to the hoop, up and good. Krall with 4 points now. Uribes will bring it up for the Locomotives. Guarded by Thiel. Blows around him. Feeds it down low. Nothing doing, though. They kick it back out. Thiel steals the pass. Logan gets it knocked away and out of bounds. I think it was Blake got his hands on it. It was either Blake or it was Friend. Aces ball out of bounds. Bounce pass into Tier, up and good. Just like that, Bailey Tier with his first bucket of the night, and the Aces are up 8-2. Uribes. Pass down to Rocky. Rebez, and it's stolen away. Harvey, easy bucket. So Dakota Harvey now with 4 points. And it's 10-2 Aces. And Montpelier needs to get things under control here, otherwise this game's going to get out of hand real fast. Rebez gets across half court to Friend, down to Rocky, and winds up going out of bounds. Looking to get it in. Blake, long pass into Rocky. Rocky, pull up, and he'll get the roll. Nice rainbow arc, and that's 2 points for Colin Rocky. Ball with the bounce pass to Thiel, over to Harvey. Harvey to Tier. Get it down to the corner to Krall. Krall drives baseline, looks for some help. Bounce pass to Harvey. Out to Logan Thiel. Thiel to Tier. So continue to move it around. Krall kicks it out to Logan Thiel for three. Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Rocky. Flips it over to Uribe. Uribe down to Blake in the corner. To Serby. To Uribe for three. No good. Rebound comes down to Bailey Tier. Tier will get it over to Thiel. And Thiel will take it across the timeline. Krall on the wing. Directing a little traffic. Garrett looking things over. He's going to drive in. Tries to feed it down to Lysit. It's off of Travis's hands, and another turnover. Turnaround jumper up, no good. Nice spin move. They get the rebound. Uribe now will take the shot off glass. No good. Krall will sky a little bit. Grab the board. 4:14 to go. Just about halfway through quarter number one. Aces lead the Locos 10-4. Harvey. And he gets it to drop. Dakota picks up points number 5 and 6, and it's 12-4 Aces. Under 4 minutes now. Stolen away by Thiel, and we're going to have a whistle. And that's going to be Uribe picking up his first personal. And that'll be team foul number 1 for the Locomotives, a common foul, so Aces will have the ball at midcourt. Peyton Tunis in, as is number 4, Parker Thiel, for the Aces. So Logan Thiel to Parker Thiel to Garrett Krall. Krall has it stolen away by Friend. Tosses it over to Uribe. The Aces quickly down. Blake will bounce pass, and that'll be Serby with the bucket. 12-6 now. Logan Thiel to Parker Thiel to Tier. Back to Parker Thiel. He'll go along, and he'll try to get it to Logan. It'll be picked off by Uribe. Uribe's bounce pass, up and good for Michael Blake. And we might have a timeout here, because just like that, the Locomotives have powered their way back into contention here. And the Aces saw an 8-point lead, and it's down now to 4. And Coach Tony Tier wanting to talk it over with his varsity squad. Head coach is Taylor Muhlfeld, by the way, or Muhlfeld rather, for the Montpelier Locomotives. We didn't mention those two gentlemen during the pregame. Sorry about the oversight. Quick 30-second timeout for the Aces as they want to get themselves back on track. As again, the Locomotives putting together a bit of a run, and they close the gap to 4. Aces still leading, but 12-8. So teams will break huddle. We'll get ready to get back into action. It'll be the Aces ball. And Tier will inbound it to Logan Thiel. Thiel to Tunis, to Parker Thiel. Back to Tunis, to Logan Thiel. Tunis. They'll move it around the perimeter down to the corner to Krall. Krall back to Tunis. Parker Thiel at the top. Logan on the wing. Down low, and Tier wasn't waiting for it, and out of bounds. Montpelier gets the ball back with 2:38 in the clock running, and it's Uribe. Thiel comes out to apply a little token pressure. Bounce pass to Friend. Friend off of Thiel and out of bounds. So it'll stay with the Locos. Travis Lyset, Dakota Harvey checking back in. Bailey Tier and Logan Thiel will step out. Inbounds to Uribe. Uribe goes strong to the hoop. He'll get the foul, but the bucket won't count. Well, won't get it to drop. So Colden Uribe will be at the line to shoot 2. His team down by 4. And that was the first foul of the night on Dakota Harvey. Picks up his first personal. Team foul number 1 on the Aces. Uribe hits the first one. That's his first point of the night. And Uribe makes it a 2-point game. 12-10. Tunis with the ball for the Aces. Wanting to travel, but not going to get it. Down low to Lyset, who tried to bounce pass it to Garrett Krall. Knocked out of bounds by Montpelier. It'll be Aces ball. Peyton Tunis. Long inbounds to Krall. Krall back to Tunis. Tunis to Dakota Harvey. No good. Rebound. Krall with the putback, no good. Grabbed by Montpelier. They flip it back to Uribe. Uribe down low to Blake. They'll move it around the perimeter quickly. Blake with the ball. He'll shoot from three-point land. No good. And people bumping into each other. Looking for the rebound, out of bounds. Montpelier, so the Aces will get the ball back. They lead by 2 with 1:46 to go in the opening quarter. Peyton Tunis to Dakota Harvey. Gets it to Krall. Krall going to go to the hoop, and he'll get a whistle. That's going to be on Serby. That's going to be a common foul, so it won't send Garrett to the line. And getting ready to check in, Waterston will spell Uribe for Montpelier. It'll be Aces ball out of bounds to the baseline. Tunis off of Lyset's hands and out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say it was a Montpelier locomotive putting his hand in there and knocking it out of bounds. I didn't see it, but I was blocked by all the bodies. Long inbounds to Harvey. Parker Thiel, Harvey. Peyton Tunis now will drive the baseline, put it up, no good. Rebound grabbed by Serby. He'll toss it over to Blake, and we'll come back the other way with the Locomotives. Tunis, and that's going to be over and back. Lost his dribble, went over the half-court line, he reached back to get it, and that's a turnover. Bailey Tier back into the game along with Logan Thiel as Parker Thiel and Travis Lyset take a breather. Back into action. Thiel to Harvey. Down low to Krall. Krall goes strong to the hoop. Dribbles it across the back of the iron. No good. Blake with the ball now for Montpelier. Knocked away, and here comes Dakota Harvey. Bounce pass to Tunis. Tunis puts it up a little too hot. No good. And we'll come back the other way with Waterston. Waterston gets it stolen by Dakota Harvey, and Dakota will take it to the hoop. Count it, and he's going to go to the line. 8 points now for Dakota Harvey. It's 14-10, and he'll go to the line. Looking to complete a three-point play. 43.8 seconds left in quarter number 1. Harvey gets the shot, and it's a 5-point lead now for the Aces, 15-10. Lysak will come back into the game, and Kroll will sit down for a bit. Friend inbounds to Uribe, back in the game for Montpelier. Uribe back to Friend. Excuse me, to Rocky. Rocky to Friend. Friend drives to the hoop, count it, and he'll go to the line. Evan Friend with a strong move to the bucket. Puts it down. Makes it 15-12, and he'll go to the line to see if he can make it a 2-point game once again. Friend's shot is good. Friend gets the free throw, and we're back to a 2-point game, 15-13, as we go under 30 seconds in quarter number 1. Thiel to Harvey. Back to Logan Thiel. Back to Dakota Harvey as the Aces will let the air out a little bit here. Work for the final shot. Tunis to Tier. To Harvey, glancing up at the clock. Logan Thiel down to 7 seconds. Thiel make the break to Tier. Tier from long distance, and it's good! Bailey Tier with an NBA 3 to wrap up the first quarter. And after one, the Aces lead the Locos by 5, 18-13. Well, we'll take a bit of a break here between quarters as the various cheerleading squads from Hicksville and Montpelier will provide a little entertainment for the fans in the stands. And we'll say a big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships. Once again, for the 2015-16 basketball season, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford underwriting all of our basketball broadcasts here on Hicksville Community Television. We cannot tell you how much we appreciate their continued support. And we always mention that if you see Jim or his lovely wife, or whenever you stop by the dealership, make sure you let them know how much you appreciate being able to enjoy the Aces basketball broadcasts on HIX-TV, and of course on the HIX-TV YouTube channel as well. They're the ones that make it possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. 5-point lead for the Aces as we get ready to head into quarter number 2. For a minute there, early on in that first quarter, it looked like it might have been another runaway like the JV game was. But Montpelier got themselves under control and back into contention. Aces have managed to hang on to the lead, but the Locos have been battling them tough. They have the ball right now. Blake puts it up, no good. Logan Thiel goes airborne for the board. Dakota Harvey with the ball on the wing. Dakota gets it to Peyton Tunis. Back to Logan Thiel. Thiel inside to Bailey, who feeds Logan as he makes the cut. No good. Rebound comes off to Tunis to Harvey. Harvey will put it up, and he'll get a good bounce. Dakota Harvey now in double figures with 11. Uribe to Rocky, and Rocky will have a whistle. And that's going to be on Lysak, I believe. Lysak will pick up his first personal. That'll be team foul number 3 on the Aces. It'll be Montpelier's ball out of bounds, and Blake will look to do the inbounds. Garrett Kroll back into the game for the Aces. Uribe flips it over to Rocky. Back to Blake. Back to Rocky. Back to Uribe. Now we're going to have a foul. That might be on Thiel. Thiel, who accidentally kicks the ball out of the referee's hand. And Dalton Serby back into the game as Andrew Luke will come out. Rocky inbounds to Uribe. Uribe, pull-up jumper, no good. Serby grabs the board, back to Uribe. Guarded by Logan Thiel. Uribe, Thiel guarding him to Blake. Tunis right there. to Uribe. He feeds it down low to Serby. Serby goes to the hoop. No good. And I think that's going to be on Garrett Krall. Battling for the board. And so Krall will pick up his first personal. That'll be team foul number 5. Locos have committed 4, by the way. Quick substitute as back into the game will be Andrew Luke, and it'll be Rocky taking a break. Long inbounds, off the hands, picked up by Dakota Harvey. Harvey puts it down. Uribe now as we come back the other way, closing in on the 6-minute mark here of the second quarter. Uribe, and they'll call a timeout. He was in some trouble. And the Locomotives will take their first timeout, as again they were playing strong, but now the Aces putting together an offensive run, and they're up by 9, 22-13. Quick 30-second timeout for the Locomotives. They want to try to get their bearings back and get back to the offense that had drawn them within a couple of points of the Aces just a few moments ago. Again, credit to the Aces, too, putting together a nice run on offense and building that lead back up to 9. 6:11 to go before halftime, and again, this is the varsity home opener for the Aces. Glad to have you here with us. Hope you're enjoying the coverage on HIX-TV. It'll be Evan Friend inbounds. And he gets it into Uribe, who flips it over to Serby, back to Uribe. Uribe looking for some help. Gets it out on top to Blake. Guarded by Krall. Blake bounce pass to Uribe on the wing. And I think that's going to be Bailey Tier with the whistle. That'll be team foul number 6. And that's Bailey's second foul. And they're going to send Travis in for Tier. So next foul committed by the Aces will send the Locomotives to the line to shoot the bonus. Uribe, guarded by Thiel. And he loses the handle. Ball still loose on the floor. Uribe scoops it up. Heads right for the basket. No doing, and that's going to be Dakota Harvey not stopping in time. He runs into Blake. And that'll be team foul number 7. That'll be Dakota's second foul. And that's going to put Michael Blake at the line to shoot 1 and 1. Blake hits the front end. That makes it 22-14. He'll get the bonus. Blake gets them both. 22-15 now, 7-point lead for the Aces. Logan Thiel with the ball. Aces haven't been on offense for a while, it seems. And that's going to be Garrett Krall drawing the foul. He'll shoot 2. Team foul number 5 now for the Locomotives. Parker Thiel getting ready to check back in. Parker is the only freshman on the varsity squad. Also getting ready to come back in will be Andrew Luke. But first, a couple free throws from Garrett Krall. First one, Garrett knocks it home. Substitutions will come in. Dakota Harvey will have a seat for a bit with those 2 personals on him. Garrett misses the second one. Rebound to Rocky. Rocky to Uribe. Uribe kicks it back out to Rocky. Almost loses it. Gets it back. Guarded by Krall. Rocky's going to drive in. Bounce pass to Luke. Rejected by Garrett Krall. And Thiel comes up with the ball, and he's going to have it stolen away by Blake. He'll come the other way. Krall waiting for him. He'll put it up. No good. Parker Thiel grabs the board. Parker kicks it back out to Lysit. Bounce pass to Tunis. Tunis is going to get fouled by Friend. So that's team foul number 6. So that makes the Aces one away from being in the bonus. And that's foul number 1. First personal on Evan Friend. They'll figure out where they're going to give the Aces the inbounds. It'll be on the baseline. Logan Thiel. Long inbounds to Peyton Tunis. Tunis. To Parker Thiel. Back to Peyton. Back to Parker. Bounce pass to Logan Thiel. Logan will drive it in. Give it back to Parker, to Travis Lysett. Long shot from
3.
Tunis, and he's fouled, and Peyton's going to go to the line to shoot 3. And that's the second one on Evan Friend. You don't often see a 3-shot foul, but Tunis is going to do it right now. Peyton misses the first one. He'll have 2 more. Mason Hostetler getting ready to check in for the Aces. And that's Waterston. And Tunis misses the second one. Waterston comes in for Friend. And Logan Thiel will step out as Mason Hostetler into the game. And Peyton Tunis with the third of his 3 free throws. And he misses that one too, but the putback is good from Garrett Kroll. So they still come away with a couple of points. It's 25-15. Aces lead 10. Nearing the midway point of the second quarter here. 4:20 on the game clock. Waterston hits the deck, and he was fouled. He'll shoot 1 and 1. And that's going to be on Lysett. So Travis picks up his second. So he may be sitting down for a little bit here. 4:18 to go. Aces up by 10. And Alec Waterston hits the first one. He'll have 1 more. He gets them both. Waterston perfect from the free throw line. And we'll come back the other way. Peyton Tunis to Hostetler. Back to Tunis. Back to Hostetler. Mason drives the bucket. No good. Kroll, though, with the putback. Counted. 9 points now for Garrett. He's knocking on the door of being in double figures in the first half. Under 4 minutes to go before halftime. Blake, guarded by Lysett. Blake kicks it back to Luke. Back to Blake. To Waterston. To Uribe. Uribe guarded by Hostetler. Uribe going to drive in, put it up, no good. He'll be saved on the baseline by Parker Thiel. Over to Tunis. Tunis drives, count it. Nice layup from Peyton Tunis, his first bucket of the night. Makes it 29-17. Uribe almost stolen by Parker Thiel. Ball put up by Waterston, no good. Kroll comes up with it for the Aces. He'll toss it over to Peyton Tunis. We'll wind up down in the corner for Parker Thiel. 3-pointer. So Thiel with the tray. That makes it 32-17, and the Locomotives want to talk about it some more. Aces have just exploded here in the second quarter, and they have pretty much left the Locomotives in the dust. They've nearly doubled them up. It's a 15-point lead for Hicksville, 32-17. Both teams are in the bonus, so any fouls send people to the line. And again, just under 3 minutes to go in this first half. 2:59 left on the second quarter clock. So Coach Tony Tier talking with his squad, and the Locomotives also. They don't have I'm not sure if this was a full timeout or not. But both teams with 4 remaining, so I guess the Aces took the timeout. Nope. Somebody had to take a timeout. They just didn't take it off the scoreboard because the Aces took one earlier. So Uribe with the ball as we get back into action. We'll get the timeout situation sorted out later. Parker Thiel steals the pass, takes it to the hoop, and puts it down. 5 points now for Parker. And we're going to have a whistle. And that's going to be on Hostetler. Hostetler picks up his first personal. That's team foul number 9. So this will be the last 1 and 1 that the Locos will shoot this half. It'll be Uribe at the line. First shot, he gets the front end, so he'll get the second. Colton Uribe with one more. It's 34-18. And Uribe gets them both to bring home. 2:39, long pass down court to Mason Hostetler. We'll toss it over to Parker Thiel. Parker back to Hostetler, to Lyset, to Logan Thiel. Logan's going to cut across, lay it up, no good. Uribe grabs the board. Uribe across the timeline, quickly down. He'll drive towards the hoop, and Hostetler's going to foul him again. So Uribe will go back to the line. Hostetler gets his second personal. It's a 2-shot foul, but it wouldn't matter because that's team foul number 10 too, so the Locomotives will get 2 shots from here on out. Uribe gets it. 5 points now for Colton Uribe, all from the free throw line. Garrett Krall back into the game as Hostetler will sit down with those 2 fouls. And Uribe will get his second free throw. His team trailing by 14 right now. And he'll get it. Now make it a 13-point deficit. As Uribe draws them a little closer, 34-21. Krall, turn around, goes to the hoop, no good. Out of bounds to the Aces, and that's not making the Montpelier fans happy, as you can tell. And now we're going to have a consultation. And sure enough, it goes to the Aces. Logan Thiel, bounce pass inside, winds up being stolen away by Blake for Montpelier. Blake goes to the hoop. He'll put it down, and he'll go to the free throw line. So Blake with the bucket and the foul. Makes it 34-23, and he'll shoot a free throw to see if he can bring his team within 10. 2:01 left to go before halftime. Blake misses the free throw. Krall grabs the rebound. He'll toss it to Peyton Tunis, down to Parker Thiel. Quickly, Thiel will back it out a little bit to Logan. Logan back to Parker. To Garrett Krall. To Peyton Tunis. Tunis, Parker Thiel, as they'll move it around the perimeter. Krall looking things over. To Tunis. 1:34 left before halftime. Logan Thiel to Garrett Krall. Krall turns around quickly, gets it off to Logan Thiel. Thiel to Parker Thiel, back to Logan. Logan head fake, and he'll get it over to Peyton Tunis. Krall puts it up, no good. It's grabbed by Uribe. Uribe losing it. And we're going to have a timeout. Logan Thiel a little hot. He thought for sure he was about ready to steal the ball away from Uribe, but the Locomotive bench calls a quick timeout to keep possession of the ball. So we'll have a 30-second timeout, Montpelier, as the Aces with the 11-point lead, 34-23. As we're closing in on halftime of the Varsity home opener here at the Red Zone tonight. pretty good crowd here. It's not what you would normally see for a Aces varsity home game, but it is, again, Saturday of the long Thanksgiving holiday weekend. So we know many of the Aces faithful are on the road and enjoying their holiday weekend. And we're glad to be able to be here, so you'll be able to catch this game. Inbounds to Uribe. Tunis coming out to give him a little token pressure at half court. 1 minute to go before halftime. Blake with the ball on the wing. Flips it back over to Uribe. Nearly stolen by Logan Thiel. They'll take advantage of the lapse, take a shot, air ball. Parker Thiel grabs it. He'll toss it over to Logan Thiel, who will get it down to the other end of the floor with 43 seconds. Parker Thiel goes to the hoop. He was mugged. And it's going to be Montpelier's ball. No whistle there. Thiel going into the tall timber.
Coach Tier not happy
Coach
about
Tony
that.
Tier is, he's trying to defend his players and questioning what the officials are doing here. He's going to give the official an earful as they move down the court. Bounce pass to Friend. Friend to Rocky. To Uribe. And Kroll is going to get the foul there. And now Tony Tier is starting to turn a little darker shade of red.
About to say, he's left pink and entered the same shade as his jacket.
The Hicksville people thinking that Garrett had a good hand on the ball, but Uribe goes to the line to shoot two, gets the first one. So far, Colton Uribe, all of his points coming from the free throw line. Makes it a 10-point game, and you'll see if he can get it to single figures. Uribe misses.
And there was a whistle on that. Yeah. But it looks like it's still going to the Aces.
And it's going to move down to the other end of the floor now as Garrett Kroll drew that foul. So we'll come down to the other end, and Garrett Kroll will shoot 1-1. That'll be the second foul, personal on Colin Rocky. And Garrett Kroll at the line, his team up by 10. 24 seconds left before halftime. Garrett hits the front end. One more for Kroll. And he gets them both. 24 seconds exactly. And Hostetler back in the game for the Aces as Kroll will have a seat for these last 24 seconds. And also Andrew Luke coming back into the game. He'll spell Serby for the last few seconds of this quarter. So Luke inbounds to Uribe. 20 seconds. Uribe's taking his time, moving up court. He crosses half court at 15. Kicks it back out, and we're going to have a whistle. And it'll be Aces ball.
Foul.
And that'll be an offensive foul.
Garrett is back in now.
So, offensive foul called on Luke. That's his first personal foul. So the Aces will get the ball back with 12.2 seconds, and Garrett Kroll will come back in, and Travis Lysatt will come out. Logan Thiel with 9. Thiel gets it stolen away, and it's stolen away on the other end, and they'll put it up. No good. In and out. Oh. So that's the end of the first half. And after 16 minutes of varsity basketball action at the Red Zone tonight, it's the Hicksville Aces leading the Montpelier Locomotives by 12, 36-24, our halftime score. We're going to take a break, but we invite you to stay tuned. I'll be back shortly. We'll have all the exciting second half play-by-play coming up for you right here on HIX-TV. welcome back as we're about a minute 40 seconds or so away from getting the second half of this basketball game underway. And again, if you're just joining us, halftime score in the Varsity Boys home opener, it's the Hicksville Aces leading the Montpelier Locomotives 36-24. Taking a look at the first half scoring, unofficial numbers, of course, but running it down first off for the Locomotives, their leading scorer is Colton Uribe with 7 points in that first half, all of them from the free throw line. Aside from that, they have 4 points from their big man, Dalton Serby, a couple of buckets from underneath the hoop. 3 points for Evan Friend, a field goal and a free throw. A field goal and 2 for Colin Rocky, and 2 free throws for 2 points from Alec Waterston. Over on the Aces side, already 2 aces in double figures tonight. You can probably guess who they are. Dakota Harvey leading all scorers. Dakota with 6 field goals and a free throw for 13. Right behind him, Garrett Krall, 4 field goals and 3 free throws for 11. Also, 5 points tonight from Bailey Tier with a 2 and a 3-point field goal. A 2 and a 3-point field goal and 5 points for Parker Thiel. And 2 points for Peyton Tunis with a free throw. And I forgot Michael Blake with 6 points when I was reading the Locomotive score, so I apologize for that. So Blake with 6. So we've got Uribe 7, Blake 6, Serby 4, and then again 3 points for Friend and 2 points each for Rocky and Waterston. So with that, Aces will have the ball to get things started in quarter number 3, and we are underway. Field with the ball for the Aces. Bounce pass to Krall. Harvey, and the Aces will move it around the perimeter. And we're going to have a whistle away from the ball. And that's going to be on number 10, Evan Friend. That'll be Friend's 3rd personal. And the team foul number 1. Alley-oop pass, and Krall loses it out of bounds, but it rolled down the back of one of the Montpelier defenders, so it stays with the Aces. Inbounds to Lyset, back to Thiel. Thiel to Krall. Krall, turnaround jumper, up and good. Garrett Krall with the bucket, and it's now 38-24. Locomotives, Uribe for 3, bingo. Uribe's first points from the field of the game as he sinks the 3 to make it 38-27, pull the Montpelier Locomotives back within 11. Krall, off the iron, no good. Rebound to Montpelier. Blake, and we're going to have a travel. They're trying to rush it down the floor, and Blake shuffled his feet, and he'll turn it over. Tier inbounds it to Logan Thiel. Thiel to Dakota Harvey on the wing. Harvey, long cross court to Logan Thiel. Uribe falls down. Thiel tries to take advantage, feeds it to Lyset. Lyset shot, no good, off the iron. Uribe grabs the rebound. He blows by Thiel, and he goes to the hoop, and he's going to get the bucket and the foul. So Uribe now with 12 points, looking to make it 13, and Bailey Tier with another personal foul. That's his 3rd. So he's going to have to come out of here shortly. Uribe looking to complete the 3-point play. Does not. Krall grabs the rebound. Thiel. Logan over to Bailey Tier. Tier to Lyset. Back to Dakota Harvey. Harvey from 3. Good. I'm starting to sound like that Spanish guy. 3. Good. And Harvey steals it away from Blake. Dakota takes it strong to the hoop. No good. Rebound. Thiel gets it knocked around, and Blake comes up with it for the Locomotives. Blake taking it into the paint, has to back it back out. And now they'll reset their offense. The advantage has evaporated. Blake tries to put it up, gets it back to Uribe. Uribe drives into the paint, puts it up. No good. Lyset grabs the rebound. Give Travis the credit for the board. Shot from Logan Thiel, no good. Rebound, Garrett Krall, he puts it up, and it's going to count. Krall with the bucket and the foul. That's team foul number 2 on the Locomotives. Peyton Tunis will come in. Travis Lyset will come out. Great rebound from Travis to set up that last play for Garrett Krall. 5:33 to go in the third quarter, and that was foul number 3 on their big man, Dalton Serby. Krall hits it. $16 points now for Garrett Krall. Uribe looking for some help. Waterston back to Uribe. Uribe feeds it inside. Down to the wing, back to Waterston. They'll move it around the perimeter. Uribe has it now. Down to Friend. Friend drives baseline, puts it up and good. Evan Friend gets a bucket to make it 44-31. Harvey, quick puts it up, no good. Gets his own rebound. Nope, loses it, but it's grabbed by Bailey Tier. Tier to Logan Thiel. Thiel, good look from 3, and it's good. Logan Thiel knocks down the tray and makes it 47-31. Aces now up by 16. Thiel. Garden Uribe. Uribe gets it over to Waterston. Waterston to Friend. And Logan Thiel out there in his face too. Uribe with the ball back, trying to drive in, make something happen. Puts it up, no good. Logan Thiel grabs the rebound. Quickly down to Dakota Harvey, who puts it up and gets the roll. (49-31). And you have to wonder how much the Locos only have 2 timeouts left though, so that's probably why they haven't called one yet. They want to save them. Shot up, no good. Garrett Krall grabs the rebound. Krall takes it down into the midst of the Locomotives, kicks it over to Dakota Harvey, back to Logan Thiel. Thiel back to Harvey again, now to Bailey Tier, kicks it back out to Harvey. Harvey back to Bailey, no good. Uribe grabs the board. Uribe followed closely by Logan Thiel. Gets it over to Waterston. Waterston puts it up, no good, and Tier grabs the rebound. He'll hand it off to Logan Thiel. Thiel quickly back the other way across the timeline as Parker Thiel gets ready to check back in. Harvey now with the ball, back out to Tunis. Tunis tries to get it down low to Krall. It's slapped away. There's Uribe, who puts it up, no good. Thiel quickly down to Krall. Garrett strong to the hoop. Boom!
He's okay.
Two-handed slam. He hit the floor, but he popped right back up. There you go. 20-point lead now. Ball loose on the floor. Uribe gets it out of there, and a timeout call. Good defense from the Aces makes the Locomotives burn a timeout that they really didn't want to spend. Garrett Krall, there you go, with authority, takes it to the hoop, slams it home, and gives the Aces a 20-point lead, 51-31. And they got a lot to talk about in the Montpelier Locomotives huddle because this game has really gone away from them. The Aces came out and just taking a quick glance here, so far in this third quarter, Aces have scored 13 and 7 for Montpelier. So the Aces a little better than 2-1 scoring. over the Locomotives so far here in quarter number 3. They'll break huddle, and only one timeout remaining now for the Montpelier Locomotives. And I'm sure that they're not going to use that until we're into the fourth quarter. Aces will break huddle. They'll come out. It'll be Montpelier's ball, and Rocky will get ready to handle the inbounds chores. Rocky inbounds to Uribes. Uribes guarded by Peyton Tunis. Tunis guarding him close. Uribes will pull up. His jumper's good. Dakota Harvey for 3. No. And it'll be Montpelier's ball. And Garrett Crawl will pick up his 3rd personal on that one. That'll be team foul number 2 on the Aces. And Rocky will inbounds to Uribes. Uribes move a little slower now. Back to Rocky. Rocky gets it slapped away by Dakota Harvey. Flips it over to Garrett, who gives it back to Dakota. Dakota loses the handle to Blake, though. Blake comes back the other way. Gets it to their big man, who puts it up and good. Serby with his first bucket of the second half. He's got 6 points now. 1:48 to go in quarter number 3. Parker Thiel to Peyton Tunis to Garrett Crawl. Crawl feeds it over to Bailey Tier. Tier for 3, in and out, no good. And that'll be over the back on Parker Thiel. Not much doubt about that. Thiel will pick up his 2nd personal. Team foul number 3 now on the Aces. Lysett will get ready to check back in. He'll spell Garrett Crawl. Crawl will come out. 3 personals on Garrett. Probably want to take a look at his hands, too, to make sure he didn't.
And, the rest of him, since he hit the floor.
Came down a little hard, but he popped right back up. He's a tough kid. Down to Blake. Blake back to Serby. Serby looking for some help. Gets it to Uribes. Uribes drives it into the paint, puts it up, and gets the bucket. Makes it 51-37. Dakota Harvey with the ball for the Aces on the other end. To Lysett, to Parker Thiel. Thiel back to Harvey. To Parker. Dakota. Bailey Tier back to Lysett. Lysett from the free throw line. No good. Had a good look at it. Rocky drives down. He'll turn around, put it up, no good. Partially blocked, it looked like, by Travis. So the Aces will go back on offense with 30 seconds left to go in quarter number 3. Harvey to Parker Thiel. Thiel to Travis Lysett. Lysett back to Harvey. Harvey going to hold the ball. Aces will work for a last shot here. 9 seconds, 8, 7. Dakota. He'll pull up, 3-point land, no good. Lysett puts it up. They're going to wave it off. Shot just a fraction short of the buzzer. And there we have it, 3 quarters in the book. And maybe it was just me, but it seemed like that third quarter just sort of blitzed right by. And the Aces are up 51-37 after 3. We'll get ready to head into the fourth quarter. And we'll say another big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters here on Hicksville Community Television, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford. And if you are in the market for a vehicle, car, truck, van, SUV, either brand spanking new or pre-owned, stop by, check out the selection on the lots, or check out the entire selection online at jimschmidtauto.com. But we always like to say, if you don't see what it is you're looking for, let the folks at Jim Schmidt know, because they always do their very best to find you exactly the vehicle that you are looking for. They have terrific service before, during, and after the sale. Can't get much better than the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. They are proud to support our Aces Sports broadcasts on Hicksville Community Television. 51-37. A 14-point lead for the Aces as we head into the last 8 minutes of varsity basketball in regulation here tonight. Colden Uribe to Friend to Rocky. Rocky to Blake. Guarded by Logan Thiel. Blake behind the back dribble trying to shake him. Drives to the hoop, lays it up, and lays it in. Nice shot from Blake. His first points of the second half. On the other end quickly, Parker Thiel to Logan Thiel. Back to Parker. Looking to see if he can get something inside with Travis Lysett. And now Tunis loses the dribble. Scooped up by Blake. And Blake is going to take it up. No good, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. So Parker Thiel is going to get another personal foul. And I think that's going to be Parker's third. And that'll be team foul number 4 on the Aces. And Blake will be at the line for Montpelier to shoot two. He'll miss the first one. Into the game, Dakota Harvey will spell Peyton Tunis and Bailey Tier for Travis Lysett. And it'll be the second shot for Mike Blake from Montpelier. Gets that one. 9 points now for Blake on the night. Thiel to Parker Thiel. Up, and what a strong move. Garrett Kroll from under the hoop puts it up and in. Makes it 53-40, back to a 13-point lead. Uribe flying down, gets it over to their big man, no good, off the iron. Comes right down to Bailey Tier, who flips it over to Logan Thiel. Thiel, stop at the three-point line, and he'll drive in. He'll put it up, and he'll draw the foul. And that one's going to be on Uribe, who has an innocent look on his face. Who, me? So Uribe draws his second personal. Team foul number 3 on the Locos. And Logan Thiel at the line to shoot two. Thiel, first one's good. 4 points on the night now for Logan. Logan misses that one. It's grabbed by Serby. He'll hold on to it and toss it over to Uribe. Uribe to Rocky. Rocky to Serby. Serby back to Uribe on the wing. Uribe take it in. He'll put it up. No good. Parker Thiel checking his teammates behind him as he moves down. Parker takes it into the tall timber, puts it up. No good. Offensive foul. Parker gets the charge. He's going to be, well, that'll be 4 on Parker Thiel now. Rocky with the inbounds for Montpelier. He'll toss it into Uribe, and he'll start heading up court with 6:12 left to go in the game. Team down by 14. Uribe slips through, goes strong to the hoop, lays it up and lays it in. Uribe's having a great second half. Harvey inside to Kroll. Kroll, no good. Serby grabs the board. Gets it off to Blake. Blake down to the corner to Rocky. Rocky tosses it back out to Uribe. Uribe goes in, puts it up, no good. Kroll grabs the board. Garrett gives it to Logan Thiel, and Thiel brings it up. Parker Thiel on the wing. Parker Thiel playing with 4 fouls. Harvey to Logan Thiel. Bounce pass inside to Garrett Kroll. Kroll strong to the hoop, count it, and he'll go to the line. Garrett with 20 points now. 56-42. Garrett Kroll looking to complete a three-point play here at the line. In and out, no good. Friend grabs the board, tosses it over to Uribe for Montpelier. Uribe takes it across half court. Uribe, and he's going to get caught by Bailey Tier. And I think that'll be 4 on Tier now. Yep, Bailey Tier picks up his 4th. That's team foul number 6 on the Aces. As Serby will come out, Andrew Luke will come in for him for the Locomotives. Rocky inbounds to Uribe. Locomotives down by 14 as time ticking against them. Rocky, top of the key, hands it off to Blake. Blake drives to the hoop, puts it up, no good. Parker Thiel with the rebound. Thiel holds up a little bit, tosses it over to Logan Thiel. Logan back to Dakota Harvey, down low to Kroll. Kroll goes to the hoop, no good, gets his own board, puts it back up, and gets the hoop. 58-42 as we're nearing halfway of this fourth quarter. Blake to Friend. Friend gets it to Uribe. Uribe is going to drive in. He's going to get blocked off there by Kroll. They'll pull it back out front and try again. Bounce pass down low to Luke.
Nope.
And Kroll rejects that, gets the steal, gets it to Harvey. Harvey is going to be fouled. Harvey with the layoff off the side of the backboard, unfortunately. So the shot doesn't go down, but Dakota's going to get fouled, and he's going to go to the line. That's team foul number 5 on the Locomotives. Comes with 4:06 left to go in the game. And that's number 4 on Friend. So Bailey Tier and Parker Thiel playing with 4 personals for the Aces, and Friend with 4 on him for the Locomotives. Dakota Harvey at the line to shoot 2. Again, 4:06 left to go in regulation. Aces up by 16. Harvey looking to add to that. Harvey misses the first one. He'll have one more. Tier will sit down as Peyton Tunis will come in for Bailey. And Luke comes out of the game as their big man, Dalton Serby, comes back in. Looking to rebound and control the ball as much as they can here. Second one for Harvey is good. Uribe with the ball for Montpelier. Uribe over to Friend. Friend back to Uribe. Guarded by Logan Thiel. Thiel. Bounce pass inside to Uribe. Goes up. And he'll be fouled.
Probably on Garrett.
And that'll be Garrett Kroll's 4th, I believe. .351 left in the game. Uribe at the line. They're in the bonus now. It's the first one. That's his first free throw of the second half. And with this kind of deficit, Montpelier needs to be able to score points with the clock stop. Uribe gets them both. And we'll come the other way with the Aces. Harvey to Kroll. Garrett turn around, put up, no good. Ball knocked loose, grabbed by Serby. Over to Uribe. Uribe. Thiel giving him fits. Gets it to Blake. Blake over to Rocky. And Rocky is going to be fouled by Harvey, it looks like. And that'll put Colin Rocky at the line to shoot 1 and 1. And that'll be number 3 on Dakota Harvey. And he gets the front end. So he will get the bonus. Rocky's second one is also good. 4 points now for Colin Rocky. And that's going to be on Uribe as he fouls Logan Thiel, and that'll be Uribe's third personal, and that's team foul number 6. So the Aces will be in the bonus next time they're fouled. Bounce pass down low to Kroll. Kroll. And we're going to have a foul. And that's going to be on number 3. So Blake will pick up the personal foul. And that will put Garrett Kroll at the line to shoot 1 and 1. That's Blake's first personal. So Garrett Kroll, 3:06 on the clock, shoots 1 and 1. Gets the first one. Kroll hits the front end. He gets the bonus. 60-46 now. Kroll gets them both. Inbounds to Uribe. Gets it to Rocky. Guarded by Peyton Tunis. Back to Uribe on the wing. Inside to Serby. He'll kick it back out to Rocky. Back over to Blake. Blake from three-point land. No good. Aces will just let that one go out of bounds and get the ball back. Aces with the inbounds. Kroll. Bounce pass into Thiel. Right back to Garrett. Garrett quickly down to Dakota Harvey. Harvey tries to feed it down to Parker Thiel. It's stolen away by Blake, and the Aces will lose it to the Locomotives. Rocky now with the ball. Drives into the paint. Puts it up. No good. And out of bounds. It'll be Hicksville's ball. 2:27 left to go in the game. Kroll gets it into Harvey to Thiel, who breaks the full court pressure quickly. Thiel puts it up, no good. Parker Thiel goes for the rebound, loses it to Blake. Quickly the other way. Montpelier gets it to Uribe. Uribe from the free throw line pulls up, no good. Harvey grabs the board. Harvey bounce pass to Parker Thiel, who puts it up and good. Thiel gets the bucket at 63-46. On the other end, Uribe bounce pass inside. Turnaround jumper by Friend, no good. Kroll grabs the rebound, gets it off to Peyton Tunis. 1:52 and the clock rolling. Tunis. Almost the over and back, but manages to avoid it. Gets it to Kroll. Kroll, long cross court pass to Dakota Harvey. Back to Logan Thiel, back to Garrett Kroll with 1:33. Kroll pitches it back to Parker Thiel, to Logan Thiel on the wing, down to Peyton Tunis in the corner. Aces can let the air out a little bit. Nice easy shot for Logan Thiel, up and good. 1:15. Aces up 65-46. Uribe over to Rocky, guarded by Peyton Tunis. Gets it back to Uribe with 1 minute exactly left in the game. Uribe drives in, feeds off to Serby, puts it up, and good. 8 points now for Dalton Serby. Tunis to Harvey with 46. Harvey, and we'll have a whistle. And that'll be the second foul on Michael Blake. And that's team foul number 8, and that's going to put Dakota Harvey at the line to shoot 1 and 1. With 43.9 seconds left in regulation, Hostetler will check in for Garrett Kroll. Garrett should get quite the round of applause. Over 20 points tonight, I believe. Harvey's first shot, good. Dakota will have one more. 66-48. There's a couple of substitutions waiting in the wing. They're gonna let him come in. In for Logan Thiel is Brody Langham. Harvey's second shot is good, and he will come out to be replaced by Hunter Evans. Inbounds, and we're waiting for the clock to start. There we go. Uribe from 3, no good. Long carom comes out to Peyton Tunis. Tunis going to get mugged by Uribe.
Nearly got run into the referee.
And he'll go shoot free throws at the other end. Uribe will have, I think that'll be personal number 4.
Or was it? Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Yep, number 4. 34 seconds left in the game, and Peyton Tunis at the line shooting 1 and 1. Tunis misses the front end, so it stays a 19-point game, 67-48. Blake the other way for Montpelier quickly to Uribe for 3, no good. Hunter Evans grabs the board to Peyton Tunis with 20 seconds. Tunis takes it across half court with 17. Hostetler is going to let the ball air out. Hostetler pitches it down, stolen away by Blake. Blake with 4, 3, lays it up, it's good, and that's the game. So Blake puts it up, and it's too little too late, and this one goes to the Aces. They win their home opener as they defeat the Montpelier Locomotives 67-50, the final score. And I'm going to quickly figure here. And let's run down the unofficial scoring. Again, your final score, Aces defeating the Locomotives 67-50. And for Montpelier, 2 players in the double figures. Their leading scorer tonight, Colden Uribe, who had 7 off of the free throw line exclusively in the first half. But he managed to pick up 13 in the second half to finish with 20 points on the evening. Also in double figures for the Locos tonight, Michael Blake, with 4 total field goals and 3 free throws for 11 points this evening. Other scorers, their big man Dalton Serby finished the night with 8 points to his credit. 5 points for Evan Friend, 4 for Colin Rocky, and 2 for Alec Waterston. For the victorious Aces, Garrett Krall, I had him unofficially with 9 field goals and 6 free throws for a total of 24 points tonight. And Dakota Harvey finishing up behind him with 21. Harvey with 4 free throws, 7 field goals, and 1 3-point field goal. Other Aces scoring tonight, it was 7 points for Parker Thiel, 6 for Logan Thiel, 5 points tonight for Bailey Tier, and 2 points for Peyton Tunis. So very balanced attack from the Aces, looking good tonight, and again off to a good start with a win in their home opener, 67-50 over the Montpelier Locomotives. And earlier tonight, the JV squad also winners as they defeated the Montpelier JVs 65-30. So we are off and running. We want to say a big thank you to Mr. Overmeyer and Haught, the ADs here, again getting us all set up, and always a pleasure working with them. And we want to let you know, too, next home game for the Varsity and the JV Aces, their next game coming up December the 4th. They will be hosting Continental here at the Red Zone. So our thanks to the athletic directors and to our basketball broadcast underwriters. One more time, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, and at JimSchmidtAuto.com. And with that, we're going to wrap it up and head back into our Thanksgiving holiday weekend. Final score one more time in the varsity game. It's the Aces beating the Montpelier Locomotive 67-50. For Kate Murphy on the camera, I'm Bill Murphy, wishing you good night and good sports.